It's July 31st, 2026. I'll be speaking to Jill Friedman, a longtime activist, a retired special education teacher, and singer. She's active with Back from the Brink and also with Mayors for Peace. There's an event coming up Thursday, August 6th in West Hartford, a Hiroshima Nagasaki remembrance, a shared call for nuclear weapons abolition. And we'll talk about the event and other matters. Good afternoon, Jill.
Stanley, how are you?
Good. Tell a little about the group Back from the Brink.
Oh, Back from the Brink is given the geopolitical instability that's threatening the world right now, and that the tensions are rising on a global level, um, Back from the Brink grew out of the need to have the voices of the people heard in a more significant way than a few voices here and a few voices there. And it is a grassroots organization that grew out of, I believe, Physicians for Social Responsibility. And it's been very exciting because I think there are 77 US municipalities and 8 legislative bodies that are supporting the movement right now and growing. So things
And
are
its
happening.
the chief concern is nuclear weapons and war.
Yes, that's the chief concern. Should be everyone's concern at this point, especially, as I said, given the global situation right now. But the most extreme example of power consolidated into the hands of a small number of people. Um, it's just amazing how countries have wielded against all of humanity, present and future. And I have grandkids and kids, and we all have a future, and we're living in the present, but preventing nuclear war, being able to abolish nuclear weapons for all of us for the rest of the world's existence is primary. The other things that we fight for in terms of climate change, homelessness, all the other issues that we fight for, um, the immigration issues, none of it seems as important as this to me, only because if we don't exist, those won't be issues.
Mhm.
And so I decided to put my energy here.
So tell us some details about the program on Thursday, the 6th.
Oh, it's going to be great. Long time ago, I sang with a group called Bread and Roses, and this program was going on way back then. And several years in a row, Bread and Roses sang as a part of the program. But it's a remembrance, and it's a remembrance of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and it is a call for nuclear abolition, weapons abolition. And there's going to be poetry. Mayor Bobby Sanchez, who is absolutely fabulous from New Britain. He's our new mayor, Democratic mayor. Ian Fay, who's a musician, is going to be singing. Joe Wasserman will be giving more information on Back from the Brink. David Roberts, who is the UN Associate of Connecticut. Eric Stam, who is one of the head I was going to use the Yiddish word machas, one of the head power forces in Back from the Brink, and is a Quaker, a lifelong Quaker. And my band Wish, which is WHISH, the sound the wind makes when it blows through the trees, the Wish band. Um, Plus a couple of my friends. We're doing some Pete Seeger songs, so we couldn't do it without a banjo. So I invited a banjo player to come in and do music with us as well. And it'll be audience participation. And I think it's going to be a beautiful program.
Okay, and that's 7 o'clock in the Quaker Meeting House, is that right?
Yes, it's 144 South Quaker Lane in West Hartford. And if someone's planning on going, if you go down Maplewood Avenue, the next street over, there's a parking lot that has a back entrance right into, it's a little bit bigger parking place. And you can see that there's a way to get right into the Quaker Meeting House from there. It's pretty easy.
Now, you
Um,
mentioned Mayors for Peace. You're not a mayor yourself.
I am not. Wouldn't that be something? But I am not a mayor. Mayors for Peace, um, I found out about through Back from the Brink, and I was asking some questions about it and found out there are 8,579 cities around the world. In the United States, there's 359. And Bobby Sanchez might make it 300. It has made it, I think, 360, and a few more have joined since then. In Latin America and in the Caribbean, 750, and in Europe, over 3,500. So it's something that has been in all different regions all around the world. And it's basically, it was founded in 1982, led by the mayors of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And it's been working for a world without nuclear weapons, for safe and resilient cities, and wanting to grow a culture of peace around the world, in which peace is the priority for every individual. And that really just touched my heart. And I realized when Bobby Sanchez came in, and I live actually right next to the New Britain Town Hall, wasn't really happy with the previous mayor. Um, Made my voice heard about certain things that were going on in our city, and never quite felt listened to. And when I approached Bobby about this, he jumped out of his chair and said, "This is why I wanted to be mayor, to make a big difference." And they have something where you can plant a tree. And actually, now they're doing it where they're giving you seeds, and you have a greenhouse locally, grow a sapling with a display about Hiroshima and Nagasaki and um, atomic energy and the nuclear bomb, and a whole display with all the information so that people know what's going on when they see it in this greenhouse. And then that gets planted in the city with a plaque, and it's
Hmm.
a reason for celebration. It's a commitment, and the schools get involved. It's really a beautiful program.
How long ago did you first learn about nuclear weapons?
Oh gosh, I'm going to definitely show my age here. It was back with the Clamshell Alliance. When was that, Stanley? Do you remember?
Um,
Um, it was the
the
70s. I
the
know that.
70s, I'd say. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not sure exactly what year. But I had first I'm 70 years old now. And in the 70s, I was a teenager and I was doing anti-war stuff, the anti-Vietnam War stuff, and wanting to learn about what was going on and going down to Hartford's Bushnell Park to rallies. And I was approached by somebody who told me about the Clamshell Alliance and about this big protest up in Seabrook, New Hampshire. And I went up there where they had a nuclear power plant. And I went up on a old school bus that we weren't sure we were going to make it or not,
Mhm.
and saw what protests can do. And some people got arrested. I know that I wasn't old enough to be arrested or to be held. I think I was about 16 years old at the time. And yeah, that would make sense with the timeline. And I just kind of caught the bug of what the power of the people can do and how much power we have as individuals, but especially when we come together.
Was
And
that nuclear power plant shut down?
at this point, I believe it is shut down, but I'm not 100% sure. It was many, many years ago. It had been shut down. I'm not sure the status at this point.
Yeah, now they're trying to start them all up again, or new ones,
Oh,
new, advanced,
mm-hmm.
small, wonderful. safe, super safe, etc.
Yes,
Um, Not too many
scary.
people talk about nuclear weapons today, even though all those treaties with Russia are gone.
Yeah, I know. Well, I wonder about generational type activities. I know a lot of younger people were very involved in, of course, getting ICE out of their communities, and a lot of activity around Gaza and the Palestinian-Israeli issue. And things just kind of fell by the wayside with this. And I found that when I went to the No Kings rallies in the past, in this past year, and would talk to people, I was kind of targeting college students and high school students, and they knew nothing about the history. They knew nothing about the past, and I urged them uh, to join a group to at least inform themselves. And there are a lot of things on YouTube um,
Sure. I
that show
understand
the
you'd like
resistance.
to sing a short song for us.
I would love to.
Okay, what's it
Um,
called?
and in fact, I also want to say that I'm a part of People's Music Network, Songs of Freedom and Struggle, which was founded by Charlie King, and Pete Seeger. I got to sing many times with Pete.
Hmm,
And one of the songs that we're going to be singing I just want to mention this quickly, at the event that's going to be coming up on August 6th is called I Come and Stand at Every Door. And it was written by a Turkish poet, um, Nazim Hikmet, and it was arranged by Pete Seeger into a song. And that's not the one I'm going to do now. It's very sad, but it touches your soul in a really deep way. But I thought, and I'm going to be teaching sign language to some of the songs that we're going to do. We're doing Rainbow Race, which is a wonderful song that Pete wrote. But this song I'm going to do is called Look to the People by Ruth Pelham out of Albany, New York. She also was the person who started the Music Mobile there, where she would teach music and instrument making to kids in parks in the inner city and all around in different schools. Wonderful woman, wonderful member of People's Music Network. Um, and oh, should I grab my guitar? Nah, I'm going to do it a cappella. I'll put a
okay,
little beat behind it. How's that?
that's fine.
Okay, gonna look to the people by Ruth Pelham. Gonna look to the people for courage in the hard times coming ahead. Gonna sing and shout, gonna work it out in the hard times coming ahead. With people's courage, with people's courage. With people's courage, we can make it. And then it keeps going, and it's called a zipper song. When you can go, gonna look to the people for laughter or for loving, for peace, and anything else you want to put in. So we're gonna
Hmm,
have the audience shout in something. And it becomes a community song. That's a zipper song. And that's one of the songs that we're going to be doing.
sounds great. Well, thank you very much for speaking with me and looking forward to seeing you on Thursday, August 6th in West Hartford.
Great. Let's hope we have good weather and have it outside. And I'm looking forward to seeing lots of people there. Thank you for having me on the show.
All right. Bye bye now.
Bye bye.